Today, we are putting into action all of the things that we've talked about over the past couple days, from knowing your Enneagram and knowing your personality and knowing that you're not crazy and this is just how you deal with stuff, from yesterday and knowing which gem you are. By the way, what Enneagram and what gem are you? Real quick in the comments. And if you don't know the answer, go back and watch the videos, because it's so important that you know who you are, your personality, and what you value, because what's the point in setting goals that don't freaking matter to you? And that's how you get to your end of your month and you can check a box off and be like, okay, this is good. So if you've never heard me say this, and any time that I feel a little bit low or a little bit meh, I assess this. Am I growing? And if you think of the last time that you were really, really, really happy, it's probably because you felt growth in your life. Growth equals happiness. And the way that you grow, you start achieving stuff, but not just anything, stuff that matters to you. So that's why we've spent all these different days going through your goals, but also figuring out who you are and what you value. So what's your gem? And what's that fill your cup time that actually matters to you? And what's your Enneagram and how you cope with stuff and how you deal with stuff and just the way that you see the world. Now, today, what I want to do with your fill your cup time that we figured out yesterday and just those different things that you value is to start writing that out. So yesterday I gave examples. You know, if you're a sapphire, obviously going to a party or meeting up with friends or going on a date night or making sure that you have like a big Sunday family dinner, that type of stuff matters. It fills your cup because you're being around other people. You love it. As a sapphire, it's like your thing. If you're a 7 and a sapphire, wow, I know a 7 sapphire. She might not know that she's a 7 sapphire. Mindy, love you. If anybody on Team Uproar can message Mindy, love Mindy. That is Mindy to a T. Everybody's got a Mindy. A good friend of mine, Brittany's probably on. I love Brittany. She works with us. Brittany is an emerald and a pearl. I don't know which Enneagram she would be. Probably a 3. Girl likes to win, which I love about her. So figure out which ones you are, because you can't set goals if you don't know who you truly are. And what's really interesting, like I said, is you can start figuring this out for your spouse, for your parents, for your friends, for your kids, and you can know how to communicate with them. So what I would love to do today is talk about these fill your cup things that matter to you and what you can fill your day with to fill your cup, but also lay out your morning routine based off of this. This is literally something that I did. If you had all of the time in the world and all the money in the world, what would your morning routine look like? And let's just start where you are. You don't have to have all the time now, but let's at least make 5 to 10 minutes for one of these things that fills your cup, because when you start your day with something that matters to you that much more, and you can check that off your list at the end of the month, that movement and that growth kind of becomes addictive in the best way possible. So let's start that cycle, shall we? Now, step 1, I want you to just rhyme off some things. What would you love to be able to have time to do in a day that you know would fill your cup as the X gem? Which gem you are, keeping that in mind. So as a emerald, you would love to have time to fill out your planner every morning. As a ruby, you would love to have time to do your workout every morning or every day, whatever that looks like. But since we're talking morning routine, chances are you're going to fit that in the morning. As a sapphire, maybe it's just sitting down and having coffee with your spouse, or having, family time, like having a family breakfast together, or going to meet a friend for coffee. I don't know why this is surrounding coffee, but I love coffee. Going to meet a friend at a coffee shop. As a pearl, maybe it's taking the time to go, spend some time at a shelter, at an animal shelter, and to contribute that way and to fill your cup that way. So what are things that it can be as random or as outlandish as you want, but what do you not make time for in your day that you know would fill your cup if you could make time for it? It can be painting, it can be designing something, it can be reading, it can be working on a goal, it can be painting your washroom. I think I said painting twice. It can be eating with friends, it can be anything. What is something that you would love to spend time doing? And you don't have to analyze yourself if you don't know which gem it falls over, but just figure out something that you would love to be doing, or some things that you would love to be doing daily that you know would fill your cup. And so what the goal would be is to maybe wake up 30 minutes earlier and just do that for 30 minutes. So example, if you want to know how I started waking up so early, I am in part an emerald and in part a ruby. And one thing that those two categories love a lot is mapping out goals. So I think the emerald likes mapping them out. The ruby likes making them happen. So I started waking up just 30 minutes earlier, and I didn't start my morning routine by just going straight downstairs and working out. I would actually start my morning routine by pulling out a blank piece of paper that once upon a time looked just like the Daily Grind Planner. That was my notes, and it kind of evolved into this. And I would write out my goals for 30 minutes. I would just spend time journaling. I would spend time writing down what I was grateful for and just kind of being alone with my thoughts and my vision and my goals. I would also meditate during that time and just think about my future. That made me so happy to be able to do that. That filled my cup. To be able to start my day like that was amazing because it fit my personality. Someone else might think I'm crazy, but it fit my personality. So whatever it is that you know would fill your cup, let's just start with one thing. You're going to wake up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow, not next week, not next Monday, tomorrow, and you're going to do that. So what's the thing? What's the one thing that you know will fill your cup? And you're going to wake up 30 minutes earlier to do it. Cool? Drop it in the comments. What's your Enneagram? What's your gem? What's the one thing? And you, my friend, have a brand new morning routine. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, dudes.